The following is an ESG video brief.
Hi, I'm Jason Buffington. I'm the Senior Analyst at ESG covering data protection. Easily one of the biggest transformation trends in IT over the past 20 years is server virtualization. In fact, over the past 5 years that I've been at ESG, our annual IT spending intentions report continually shows increased use of server virtualization as one of the top priorities year over year. You know what else is continually among the top priorities year over year? Improving data backup and recovery. In fact, when we look at those overall top 10 lists each year, those two priorities are often adjacent to each other in the lists, or within a percentage point of each other. One of the most important things to recognize when modernizing any aspect of your production architecture is, when you modernize production, you must also modernize protection. The reason for this is because very rarely will older mechanisms adequately protect contemporary IT platforms, and quite frankly, the more virtualized you are, the more relevant that concern should be. Think about the evolution of virtualized infrastructure. We started with any basic server hardware, perhaps something that was just running Windows Server OS as a traditional physical server. But as IT often does, we evolved from general purpose to specially built. So we started optimizing with pizza box, 1U and 2U hosts that all connected to shared storage. And then we started leveraging blade servers for further density, and then we started combining compute, storage, and networking into converged infrastructure and hyperconverged appliances. If you're an IT professional responsible for production, you are loving life with these evolutions. But if you're a data protection professional, that same evolution has likely been problematic. When your environment is 10 or 20% virtualized, you really can use pretty much any mediocre approach to backups that you want to, including just putting agents inside of each VMs and treating them like physical servers. When you do that to an environment that's 40%, 60%, 80% virtualized, you will hinder your production environment with significant performance impact among the VMs, and that's going to create dissat among the vAdmins, the IT architects, and ultimately the end users. The challenge isn't specific to just converged and hyperconverged platforms. The challenge is in protecting any dense or highly virtualized environment, including converged and hyperconverged systems. In ESG's research report on protecting virtualized environments, the top challenge, as it has been for the past few ESG research reports, is recoverability of data. Is that your challenge? Because if it is, you absolutely have no option other than to get something better. What should that better be? Well, for some organizations, that simply means updating what you have. If your backup solution version is more than 2 years old, you really do need something newer. And if your solution is otherwise working, particularly for enterprises at scale, the right answer for you probably is just to upgrade, because that newer version likely does support the VMware APIs for data protection, the Microsoft VSS mechanisms that you're lacking, while still enabling you to keep protecting everything else. For other organizations, you really do just need to start over. And when you can, the question isn't, can I get a good backup? Any solution that can't assure a reliable backup of a VM in 2016 should not be in market, period. The first question should be what we talked about earlier. Can you reliably recover a VM? And right behind that question should be how agile is my restore, agility meaning how fast, but also how granular or flexible. Let's go back to that list of virtualization protection challenges research. We covered number 1, but look at the next 6. Validating backups, validating recoveries, identifying inefficiencies, tracking trends, simplified views, understanding performance. All of them are essentially talking about visibility and contextual awareness. Does your backup solution know that it is backing up VMs across multiple hypervisors with various storage and networking underneath? Can your backup solution meaningfully tell you how things are going? If it can't, I can tell you how your restores are going to go. Poorly. As a side note, this video is sponsored by Veritas, an innovation and market leader in enterprise data protection for 2 decades and going. Veritas sees things similar to how I do when it comes to protecting highly virtualized environments. NetBackup and their turnkey NetBackup appliances are built for heterogeneous environments at truly enterprise scale. They also recognize that you'll likely never be 100% virtualized, so their solutions protect both physical and virtual environments, leveraging the VADP and VSS APIs that I mentioned earlier to ensure a reliable protection of those highly virtualized environments, including converged and hyperconverged systems. If you haven't taken a look lately at the NetBackup UI, you might be surprised to see just how virtualization savvy the folks at Veritas are in delivering granular and agile recoveries of VMs, along with granular and agile recoveries of the rest of your environment. I'm Jason Buffington for ESG. Thanks for watching.